Hello everybody, this video is all about the eclipse of the sun tomorrow, the solar eclipse that is coming up tomorrow, Monday, August 8th, 2024 here in the United States. Some people will be seeing a partial eclipse of the sun and some people will be seeing the full eclipse of the sun, and we're all excited. I am excited, and just keep watching. I want to say a few things about the solar eclipse and some part of the spiritual and religious aspect of it, because some people are excited, some people are afraid. You should not be afraid. Don't worry yourself. Just have fun. Enjoy it. So watch on. Keep watching. Thank you. So they say that about 31.1 million people here in the United States will be watching the eclipse of the sun tomorrow. And some people told me that already some people are planning not to go to work tomorrow. Some people are planning not to go to school tomorrow. And I thought maybe they're excited as I am excited, only to be told that they are afraid. And I said, why are you afraid? Why would they be afraid? And they gave several reasons. One of them mainly that some bad things might happen, end of the world, some bad omen, and so on and so forth. And so because of that, I decided to make this video. The first thing that came to my mind is what Jesus said to the disciples: do not let your hearts be troubled. You know, John chapter 14 verse 1. You know, Jesus says to the disciples, do not let your hearts be troubled. That's what I feel like telling everybody. Do not let your hearts be troubled. Just have fun. We human beings, we've come a long way in terms of faith and religion, but unfortunately, we're still trapped in some ancient kind of beliefs and things like that. You know, eclipse of the solar eclipse is going to happen, and just have fun. Go out there, enjoy yourself. Buy the glasses that they say you need so that you don't damage your eyes watching the eclipse. Apart from that, there's nothing to worry yourself about. And by the way, I want to just say a few things about what people thought and believed about solar eclipse and the eclipse of the moon in those days, hundreds of years ago, thousands of years ago. So do not be worried, but these are some of the things that people believed, which by now we should have, you know, overcome some of these. The Inca in South America believed that eclipse of the sun was a sign that the all-powerful God Sun, all-powerful sun God, was not happy with human beings on earth, and so they needed a sacrifice. And so when that happened, they would end up sacrificing somebody to appease sun god. Okay, that's what they believed. And then for the Babylonians believed that it was a bad omen, and that the king was going to die or something evil was going to happen to the king. And then for the Vikings actually had to bang on drums and make a lot of noise to ward off evil, to ward off some giant wolves that were supposed to be human, to eat human beings, you know, and that was supposed to fight against human beings. And also the second part of that was that the gods were going to fight against each other, you know. The sun god, the moon god, and other ecclesial bodies that took to the gods were going to fight against each other. And in the process of them fighting, they were going to throw the world into chaos. And so to safeguard the world, they were making a lot of noise to ward off all these. 4,000 years ago, again, also the Chinese banged on drums and other things and made a lot of noise just to ward off some of those too. They believed that the gods were going to eat the sun and the moon, and or that some giant beings, some giant creatures were going to eat the sun and eat the moon and other terrestrial bodies. And when that happened, that meant that the world was going to be thrown into chaos. The Eskimos also had their own fears. They thought that the sun had a disease, that the moon had a disease. And so during the eclipse, they covered themselves, they covered their belongings in order not to be infected by that disease. And then finally, in West Africa, around Togo, northern Togo and Benin Republic, they believed it was more of a positive kind of belief. they believe that the sun and the moon, eclipse of the sun or eclipse of the moon was a sign that human anger and human fighting and quarrels and wars was getting too much, and that they needed to do something about it. What did they do? They used that period to settle their fights, their quarrels, their anger, and all that. And they believed that if they could live in peace, then the terrestrial bodies, the sun and the moon, could also live in peace, and that will save the world. So these were ancient beliefs. Of course, we don't believe all those anymore, and neither should you. So solar eclipse, just go out tomorrow, have fun, enjoy yourself, and buy the glasses that are needed. Avoid heavy traffic, be careful if you're driving. Apart from that, go out there as a Christian, as a Catholic, have fun, enjoy yourself. I will do a second part of the video if you are interested, watch out for it. The second part will be about the different religions, modern religions like Islam, the Catholic Church, Christian faith, and the Hindu. What do they think of the eclipse of the sun or eclipse of the moon? Okay, and that will be a second video. So have fun, enjoy yourself. God bless. Bye-bye.